The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Mike in Wilmington. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, pal. Good. I'm calling to give you a compliment because I just want your listeners to know that you are on your game right now. I've been listening to you for a lot of years, Tom, and you are on your game. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget you calling King Dollar back when it was in the 70s. You saying it was going here, and everybody couldn't even believe that it could even dream that it was ever going to go back to the 90s.
I appreciate the feedback, man.
All right, pal.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 50, NASDAQ up 9, S&P's down 1, gold contract flat at $1,327 an ounce, silver up 4 cents at $19.69 an ounce, platinum up $9 at $1,093 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.22 a pound. Light sweet crude down 20 cents, $42.94 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year up 1 tick, 132.03. 30-year up 9, 171.27. King dollar. King dollar, where is she? King dollar down 151, 97.17. The euro is at 109, and the yen is trading at 104. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're hanging at highs. We have no volume. You got an ABC structure with the price projection of 218.90, and we're laying out there at 216.52. Bottom line, we'll see whether it can make it. The NDX 100 also has an ABC structure up. This one's going to be pretty wild, watching how this one shakes out. So right now, you're at $113.80. Your price projection is $122.29. Now, you get Apple coming out at 4:30 today. We get Facebook at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We get Google at 4 o'clock on Thursday, and we get Amazon at 4:01 on Thursday. So there's no doubt between those four, that's the probability of one of them, Facebook more than anything, can get it up into those higher levels. Gold contract, what do we have with gold? And where the gold contract's going to go, folks, is where the statement's going to go tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So we get the Federal Reserve started the 2-day meeting today. Just one statement, no press conference, and what we have in the gold contract is this. We're up 30 cents. You're trading at $13.19. And, you basically, it's trying to get higher, doesn't have the juice. That's what it comes down to. We got to a price point of $12.24. High, $12.13 is the low. You're going into $253,000. Now, I'm going to go from now. This is your August contract, GCZ, and we spin over because what's happening, folks, is that we're going over to the December contract. The December contract is also flat, 84,000 contracts there, and that's too light too. It's harder to tell when you actually look at this one. We had big contract value yesterday. Bottom line, my bottom line is I suspect gold contract's going to get back to this 1282 mark. Now, here's the divergence. This is where this is going to get really wild, folks. If we go into the 10-year note and the 30-year bond, they both look like they're doing ABC structures on the way down. The 10-year note's traded at 132.03. So, we came down with some decent juice. You came down with 1.2 million shares. It tried to go higher today with 945,000. It failed. We got to 132.11. We're at 132.03. Now that sets up a run back to where we broke out from on the 24th of June. So inside that correlation, so watch how this works. Bonds coming down like that. That's the 10-year note. That coming down, we go look at the 30-year bond. 30-year bond right now trading out at a price point of 171.26. That coming down to 165. That correlation there works with the correlation that we have the S&P wanting to finish off its ABC structure on the way up. The NASDAQ and NDX want to finish up an ABC that is much higher. So that correlation works. And let me show you it doesn't work. And this is where we go over to, well, hey, listen, it might work. The correlation might change. But right now, this is the divergence that I see out here that will get straightened out at 2 o'clock. And this is what it is. The dollar index rejected $96.89 today. You only have 10,000 contracts. That correlation there is saying that the dollar wants higher price. And the higher price that I'm talking about here is the highs of February 3rd, which gets you into $98.91. Now, if you get to $98.91, guess what? You can make it to 100 in a second. So if the dollar goes higher and the metals go low, which they look like, that's the whole technical setup. Now, the fundamental setup, and this is where I see the divergence. The fundamental setup, to me, is that the only way that that dollar will really get some juice behind it is that the Fed comes out in the statement saying that, once again, that they want to go up in rates in December. So here's the yin and yang of it. If that's what they say, it's like, okay, what's going to be right? Is the dollar going to be right going topside and gold and the metals going downtown? And then what happens with the marketplace? Is the market going to just take that and say, okay, hey, cool, man, things must be really good? That's one way of looking at it. Then that'll be harmony. You get the gist of it. So 2 o'clock tomorrow, man, is going to be an awesome, awesome volatile day. There's no doubt. What we have seen is that we have seen, and this was on June 24th, we did see the dollar and gold go up simultaneously. That's very unusual. So we'll see where that shakes out. The dollar and gold may go down together, because what does happen is this. If, in fact, the Fed does not have fundamentally that in the statement, well, guess what? That dollar should go right back downtown. Because what you have going with that dollar right now is that's strong because people are buying dollars. So you also could make the argument that it's strong because our bonds and our notes are still inexpensive and they pay such a high interest rate compared to the rest of the world. That's the first part. Second part would be, is that our markets are at all-time highs. So the market's being at all-time highs. Guess what? Foreigners that want to come in the market, what do they have to do? They have to turn their currency into U.S. dollars also. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And, of course, the big number after the close out here today is going to be Apple. 4:30 this afternoon. Apple's trading down 70 cents right now at 96.64. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to the oil contract. So oil out here, folks, last few days been taking a decent hit. In the past week, we've gone from 46.84 down to 42.92. And this baby is continuing down with some real juice behind it. The swing point that it's going after right now is the swing low that was established out here on the 28th of April. That swing low is $40.58, and I expect that's right where it's going to go. Thus far today, we've done 432,000 contracts versus 390 yesterday. And if that baby doesn't hold that 40.58, you're going to see some action just psychologically, because your next swing point lower than that is down at the 38.67 area. So big numbers. If we go over to ExxonMobil, we take a look at the oil and gas sector. What you're going to see is that Exxon did come off the highs yesterday with the expansion of volume. It wants to go down and test this $88 level. Right now we're at 91.54. And they're coming out with their numbers on the 29th. Chevron, we take a look at Chevron. Chevron also came off its highs yesterday with volume. That is trade 102, and this is making its way down to this 101.26 area. They're coming out on the, so Chevron's coming out on the 29th at 8:30 in the morning. So what is 26? So that's, what's today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's Friday morning. Exxon is the 29th. Oh, they're both going to be Friday morning. So Friday morning is going to be a big morning, no doubt, for Exxon and Chevron and the XLE. Tomorrow, at 10:30 in the morning, we get the oil numbers, supply numbers out. So that no doubt is going to be a big one. Now, let's go over to Apple and take a look at Apple, because we know at 4:30, Apple is still the largest weighting structure inside the NDX 100. So it's going to basically rock that NDX. Well, let's put it this way. It's going to rock it if it goes up or down. It looks to me that, so this is what you have. In April 26th is the last time Apple came out with the numbers. They closed at 104, and they opened it the next day at $95. Apple has made its way all the way back up into the gap, never filled the gap. In order to fill the gap, Apple would have had to get to $103.91. It made it to $100.73. we had an expansion of volume yesterday when Apple stopped moving lower. Now today you can make the case that, hey, you get lower price, but the volume's contracting, you know, and that's a good case. You need a rejection of price before the close, in my case, for that thing to get to higher price. So a rejection of price would be, right now we're trading at $96.48. You'd have to have Apple close above $96.92. Now all that means is that it rejected the lows of yesterday and closed above them, because we are going to have lighter volume. Well, we should. It's going to be close, I guess. Right now we're at 33 million. It was 40 million yesterday. That being said, what Apple has laying out here is that it has a high volume swing low from May 12th. Now, the high of that low is $92, so that wouldn't be bad. The low of that low is 89. That'd be a problem for Apple. But let me show you something else that's hanging out here, because this is what, to me, where Apple has been heading for quite a while. And what it is 81 bucks. So $81 to, $79 to $81 is where Apple looks to me like that's the longer-term deal. Now, that longer-term deal might be after the close tonight. You know, Apple made its high almost 2 years ago now. No, May of 2015. Hit the high of 134, and from that point on, it's been down. When we take this and we put this on a monthly, what you have on the monthly, yeah, it's the same setup, really. On the monthly, it's the same setup. The $88 to, you know, bottom line 75 is game. What's going to be really weird here is this. If, in fact, that's what we get, and the more I'm looking at it, the more it looks to me like, yeah, this wants to hit 88. What Apple's problem is going to be then, if you get volume out of the equity, then you get game to 55. Because what that means is you're in another range, a trading range. So see, there's a trading range that really starts at 100 and goes down to 55. And we were in that range from December of 2011 to May of 2013. You know, and what happens with ranges in general, if you get inside the range and you get too deep inside the range, you stay in that range. Now, if you go higher and you're out of the range, well, guess what? That's a great thing, because then you go higher out of that range. And you never like to see equities, commodities, currencies, whatever you're trading. It's great when they go in higher ranges if you're long, and lower ranges if you're short. But that's how that whole thing shakes out. Small caps. Let's go over to the IWM. We take a look at the small caps. Small caps out here today are up 46 cents. You've done 15 million shares. That's not bad. It's going to need more than 15 million, but that's not that bad. And what is going to happen, what we're going to see out here is that as we come into the close with a bunch of these ETF structures, I do expect you're going to see somewhat of a surge of volume. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness out here. The strength is Caterpillar today. That's up 5%, $4.15. United Technologies up 2.5%. Boeing is up 1.4%. Taken away from it on the way down, Big Mac. McDonald's is down 4.5%. Verizon's off 2%. Nike's down 1.2%, and 3M is off 1.6%. Inside the NDX 100, what do you have? Oh yeah, this just happened too. LLTC. So check this out. Yeah, this happened intraday. Let's see what this looked like. This is Linear Technology. They design, manufacture, market circuits, and someone's buying them. Let's see who's buying them. Analog Devices said in talks to buying them. So they halted the stock. Let's just see. So watch, folks. This is pretty sick. They halted the stock, but yet the stock before the halt went from $49 to $64. Pretty amazing. Let's see what they have to say. So Analog Devices in advanced talks to acquire Linear Technology, according to people familiar with the matter, potentially restarting a scramble by chip makers to add scale amid record industry consolidation. The deal for Linear could be announced as soon as today. The people said asking not to be identified. Shares on Linear rose as much as 33%, and then were halted at, yeah, they rose 33% like a heartbeat. Yeah, big numbers. Big numbers, there's no doubt about that. And that is pushing a few of these others. You got AMD right now up 31 cents. INTC. Intel's up 33. Yeah, you get some action here. So that intraday juiced the NDX 100, no doubt, but then they halted the stock. Texas Instrument, they came out with their numbers last night, good numbers. That's up 8%. That's up $5.40. You have Microchip Technology up 4.9%. Oh, and Micron is up 4.9. Now, all of these, they caught a bid right when that happened, right? Nah, they've been bidding all day. They've been bidding all day. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And we are going to have a lot more numbers after the close. You get Akamai Technologies. We got Boston Properties, Buffalo Wild Wings, Illumina, iRobot, Juniper Networks, Panera Bread, and U.S. Steel. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate it, man. Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. If we go over to U.S. Steel, it looks, U.S. Steel hasn't come out with their numbers yet, but someone loves the stock. They're coming out after the market close tonight. It's up $1.81 right now, trading at $23.10. Bottom line, this is an ABC up. You took out a B point, took it out with volume. Your A point on this is 1480. Your B is 2190. You're talking $7, which gets you 2669. Let me see what's up here at 2669. Okay, so yeah, it's going up to the That's the next swing point, too. It's pretty wild. The swing points there are 27.78. That's left over from April of 2015. And this did go one way. This is a one-way trip from $46 in September down to $6. But that definitely has some juice. Let's go look at BWLD. This is always a wild one after when they come up with numbers. So this is Buffalo Wild Wings. The low for the year is $122. The high is $205. Look at this psycho stock. Oh, baby. Okay. Man, this is intense. Okay, so let me bring this back. So if we bring this back 5 years ago, this is pretty amazing, actually. It's where it was trading in November of 2013. So it starts out 5 years ago at $57, goes all the way up to $202, comes back with volume. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a little trouble in paradise. So we're at 146. Had a sound of strength yesterday. Couldn't get into a swing point, though. Yeah, I'd say that your probability here is that this still wants to test the 129 again. We're at 147, so that's going to be a big number, man. Akamai, A-K-A-M. So Akamai Technologies. This is after the close today, too, at 1 minute past 4. Remember the last time they came out with numbers, they were like a little rocket ship, I think. That must have been it. This looks like it's just going to be flat. Well, actually, it could go to $60. $57.90 we're at right now. The downdraft that it had was pretty bad. And the top of that downdraft is the $60 level. BXP, Boston Properties. Now, this is going to be one to watch. Boston Properties, okay, they started in Boston, but the bottom line is that they're huge in Washington, D.C., Midtown Manhattan, and San Francisco. All these equities are all at highs. And man, you talk about highs. So 2009, you're $27, and now you're at $138. And what this is all about, of course, is that the more that free money is out here, or money that's very inexpensive, it's not the compounding of inexpensive money into hard assets is pretty intense, folks. And what has happened, it's not that it's all across the country, but there are pockets of the country that money has gone into that's pretty amazing. Up in Vancouver, I was talking about this yesterday, they just put a bottom line is a 15% tax on foreign money coming in as of August 6th. So if you buy a place for $1 million, guess what? You're going to pay $150,000 tax on it. Let's go to Mark in Fort Collins. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing great. Hey, just tuned in. Don't know if you've talked about, I think Twitter's reporting after the close, too. Give me your take on that.
That's good, man. I'm glad you called. No, I didn't talk about Twitter at all. So, Twitter, this is a psycho stock. This likes
I'm wondering if it's going to, it seems like every earnings report for the last several years has gone down, but kind of wonder when that's going to come to an end. Yeah, there's been high movement, no doubt. This is, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's been a one-way trip from $54, hit a low of 14. Right now you're at 18. Okay, so you got a swing point of 20. Let me bring this a little bit closer for that. Put it in a... Okay, so we come off the low. Last week you did 105 million. You've only done 46 within only 2 days. You're going into 210, but you're over the... So we're going into 210 million from April. But you made it over the high already, which is 1798. Let me see something. Yeah, this is going to be cool, man. I don't see this going up. Yeah,
but this is a tough one. But I see it going like 1644.
Yeah.
You know, it's having a hard time getting by there. Now, the reason you heard two different things from me there, folks, is this. On the daily, this has been going up since June 15th, you know, just trying to fill a gap. And then it got over the gap, and it's like, okay, man, you come into a downdraft. Now, on the weekly, what normally would happen is this, is that the downdraft that I was talking with Mark about, it got over that downdraft. That's $17.38. And when you get over a downdraft like that, it's like, okay, man, you can go up to the next level. That being said, you know, this just made it over it. So it's like, you know what? You come out with an announcement and this thing can get blown out of the water in about 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I was thinking of playing a end of the week put or call on this one, but I don't have enough confidence in one way or the other just to play with it a little bit. But
the premiums are probably pretty big, right? Because what has happened, I just remember that Twitter moves quite a bit. I mean, I think I was coming in to work this morning, I heard on Bloomberg, like either 13 or 14% moves on, you know, as soon as they come out with their earnings. So that's a.
Last time I went from 17.75 down to like 14.
Did it? Okay.
Like $3.
Pretty intense, man.
Yeah, so you never know.
Hey, so
right, well,
what's going on in Fort Collins these days? You guys growing by leaps and bounds still?
Yeah, it's hopping. The housing market's doing great, and a lot of tech companies coming in. So it's been doing well.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
you know, and how long have you been in Fort Collins?
I have been here, let's see, I moved up from Denver about 19 years ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I was there, and I was there at the same time, man. That's when there were all cows, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of open space, and now it's all filled in with houses.
Yeah. And if you've never been out there, folks, this was one of the fastest places I've ever seen built out, ever. I mean, I used to go out there, Mark, like every 3 to 4 weeks, right? And I couldn't believe that 1 second, folks, you'd be sitting on, you know, the fences, looking at the cattle, just grooving, right, having a beer. And then I go out there 3 weeks later, and there's these huge housing developments like we're there, and you have to go down the road another 5 miles to do the same thing, man. I mean, it was...
Yeah. We were the second house built on our street, and all I could see was farmland to the south, and now it's all houses.
Yeah, what an economy, man. Pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah,
man. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back. And, of course, let's see. Dow's down 24. NASDAQ is up 10. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And, you know, we knew there was going to be a little volatility coming this week, but this is going to be volatile in an extreme way, folks. So check it out. So we talked about LLTC. ADI just came across, so they are going to buy them. So LLTC was trading at $48.47. They halted the stock. The stock went up to 65 or something. Bottom line is that their analog device is going to buy them at approximately $60 a share. So if we just look at this for a second, there won't be that many people that got burnt. There'll be a few, though, because the prints went off as high as $64.42. Now, that being said, so check this out. So if you go over to ADI, they halted also. Because what you had with ADI is that ADI spiked on the news that they were going to buy them also. So then ADI decided that, oh, well, they might as well put out their earnings also early. So they halted anyway. So here we go. So revenue, so third quarter adjusted earnings per share, they had seen 66 cents to 74. They upped that at 77 cents to 78 now, so on the big end. Their revenue, their estimate was $818 million. They came in with $865. So that's some real juice under that, no doubt about that. And I'm wondering, let me just see. So if we take a look at Micron Tech, it probably just put another. No, it didn't put that much into it. But when you do look at the NDX 100. It's the chip makers that are out there. You got, Linear Tech is number one. Micro Chip Technology is number two. That's up 5%. Micron Tech is up 5%. So big numbers out there. Now, last night, or maybe it was this morning, let me see. Sanmina, S-A-N-M. This is a contract. This is a subcontractor. That's what I believe that's what this is. They came out with numbers, let's see. Yeah, that was last night they came out with numbers. Their estimate was 63 cents. They made 63. Bottom line, they're blowing that stock away. Their revenue, the estimate was $1.66 billion. They made $1.67. They made their numbers. Guess what? Didn't happen. Stock gapped down. If you want to see how a stock will gap down to where the volume is, man, this is it. Pretty sick. So Sanmina on the way up. You know, 6 months ago, it was trading at $18.39. Closes last night at $29. But guess what? Last time the volume on the way up sticks out like a sore thumb. $25.09. And what does it do? Gaps down to $23.50 with monster volume. So this baby here. Now, this is going to be interesting because this was in a long consolidation, and now it failed. So this had a consolidation that started back in April of 2014. It got taken out in May of this year, and man, did it get toasted. So guess what? Can't bust them up. this thing's going to get busted down in a big way too, not in a small way. Big problems. Let's go over and we take a look at the NDX 100, because what we are going to have now, all these equities are affecting the NDX 100 in a big way. When we talk about from highs to lows out here, or actually, yeah, highs to lows, I'm not quite sure still what happened at 10:50 this morning. The NDX, the Dow, the S&Ps, they went south in a big way. The NDX went from 46.72 to 46.44 in a heartbeat, 30 points. Made it all the way back now. But that's, so the chip stocks right now, what's basically getting us back into the 46.65 to 46.70 area. That being said, what we're going to have right at the close is good old Apple. Oh, actually, no, that's right. Yeah, no, Apple's not going to affect. Apple's not going to affect the future market at 4:15 because Apple doesn't come out with their numbers until 4:30. So that will get affected tomorrow morning, and that will get affected when the futures open back up. But because Apple comes out at that 4:15 level, we won't see that affected. What will happen, though, is that inside these stocks that are coming up, Wild Wings will affect it. Let's go look at Juniper. Twitter will affect it somewhat. Juniper, JNPR. So Juniper Networks is trading at 24.21. This is coming out after the close. Man, there's a lot of these that are like that. And what I'm talking about, folks, is the last time in April they came out and they gapped down on their numbers. They've made it all the way back with light volume. Probably just a gap down again. That's what it looks like. This doesn't look like it. This looks like. So check this out. It comes out with its numbers in January. January, stock goes from 26 to 21. Has 62 million shares traded. It takes an additional 8 weeks to get back up to the 26. It does it with 29 million shares. So 29 million versus your downdraft of 62, right? Stock blows apart again. Goes from 26, slowly gets down to 24, and then comes out with its numbers again and goes to 22. So it goes down again with 50 million. So you 2 down weeks, 50 million, 62. And then what does it do? Last week it went up with 11.9 million. This thing's going to get toasted. This is really going to be an interesting watching because the contraction of volume here is dramatic. And what you do have here is that, yeah, it has a high volume low at 21.95, but I suspect if I put this on a monthly, we're going to see yeah, there it is right there. You're going to 22 to 18 bucks. That's how this thing is set up. So, as man Dave White says in the den when he was talking about Sanmina, it's feast or famine, and it seems like it's feast or famine kind of in the market right now. I mean, there's a lot of Texas Instruments, TXN. They came out with their numbers last night, monster numbers. They gapped higher. You're up $5. Has the juice behind the move. Let's put this on a weekly for a second. It's probably a monster ABC up. Yeah, it is. So, well, this one here, let's see. $60, 43, 17. It's almost finished. 77 bucks. Right now we're at 71.26, and 77 bucks is gain. Now this is pretty impressive because I believe this is at all-time highs. Oh no, it's not. Wow, unreal. That 2000 area is a whole bit different ball game. So this is at 71 bucks, and this had an all-time high in 2000 of 99. And what it had done, folks, is this. This is pretty wild. It started out the month at 71 in March of March of 2000, and that of course was the 2000 crash. And you talk about a crash. So this stock went from $99 in March of 2009, and a year and a half later it was a $14 stock. How's that? That's what stops so far, folks. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And, of course, we're going to have lots of numbers after the close. We got 10 minutes coming into the close. You get the Dow Industrials down 29, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up, S&Ps are flat.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go take a look at these markets. So, volume-wise, what we've done out here is this. In the NYSE, we're going to do about 750. Right now, it's at 635. On the NASDAQ Composite, we are at, the Composite has some volume. This is going to be interesting. So the Composite is already at 1.8 billion. That's going to get 2 billion shares. So now let's go look at this Composite. Yeah, so the Composite's pushing with volume. Now, this is the second time that the Composite has done it as well as the NDX. When this thing went topside on the 18th of July, you had the volume come in the marketplace. So bottom line is that this Composite wants higher price, man. This is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. And what I do expect you're going to see, more than likely, Facebook can get up to a lot higher prices tomorrow. What's going to be intriguing about Facebook, by the way, folks, is this, is that right now they're having a big court case with the IRS. And what it's about is the billions of dollars in assets that they transferred in 2010, I believe. Yeah, it's intangible assets they transferred over to Ireland in 2010. about what the pricing of those were. Let's get to Paul in San Jose. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
What's happening, Tom? How you doing today, buddy?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
Hey, I'm doing awesome. Thanks for taking my call. I love the show.
Thanks so much, man.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about the SMH, but before I ask you about the SMH, I was just wondering, when you traveled down to Costa Rica,
Yeah.
what city did you stay in? Because I'm thinking about doing some traveling out there, and I wanted to just
We're in
do some
Jaca.
research.
Jaca,
huh?
yeah, which is the surfing capital. It's awesome, man. It's go. It's inexpensive. The waves are unbelievable. Just really cool. The weather's great. You know what's so weird about it is, as picture, we're coming out of Florida. It's close to the equator, but what ends up happening is that it's about 3 or 4 degrees less than it is in Tampa and St. Pete right now. It was beautiful. The weather was beautiful, man.
That's awesome. Hey, man, I want to take a look at the SMH. These semiconductors seem like they're
on
really
fire.
on the move.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on fire, man. There was massive volume came in this SMH today. Where do you think this thing can go?
Well, let's see. So, yeah, it took out the swings. It has the volume. So, real question is, okay, so this gets interesting. If you want to see how you take a swing point, and in July of this year, you were pushing on volume the swing point, and it was pushing, man, someone just kept accumulating this. And it looks like it's going to be an ABC up. Man, if this is an ABC up, it's sick. So at the end of the month, it looks like we're going to get the volume. So this would be an ABC up $30. It's a $30 ABC up. That's $73, man.
Wow.
Yeah, because if we need volume more than 67 million, let's see. Well, it's going to be close, actually, because we've done 40. So it's still going to need more volume, but I believe we get, let's see. No, there's 5 more days. Let's see, 10. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of time. It's going to do the volume, man. It's going to be a confirmed ABC up. That's what it looks like.
Nice. Yeah, they've been nice trades. I've been trading CY, AMBA, and AMD the past couple weeks, and they've all been just really nice, easy traders.
And today, of course, what just happened with that Linear Tech buyout from ADI, they're all, the top NDX stocks are all the chip stocks, no doubt.
Well, right on, Tom.
Cooking, brother.
Thank you very much. Have a great day, buddy.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And you stay right there, folks. Of course, we're going to be coming up next. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, check out a workshop. I'm going to be doing a workshop. That workshop is going to be Thursday night. You can subscribe to Market Insights free. You can get my book. You can come to the workshop. Check it out on the front page. You stay right there. We're going to be coming back with a lot of numbers, folks. Dow right now is down 20. Nasdaq's up 13. S&Ps are up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Dell in Texas. Hey, Dell, what's going on?
Hey, Tom.
How you doing, man?
My call. Great.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. Appreciate it.
I love your show. I just stumbled upon it probably, maybe a month ago.
And how'd you find us?
I found you on YouTube.
YouTube. That's a beautiful thing. Well, we appreciate you growling and prowling with us. Welcome to the Tiger family, man.
Wow.
I like it. Totally.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile's always on your face. You feel good about yourself, and because you are happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you pay only once for that mistake. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 19, Nasdaq up 12, S&P's flat, gold contract flat at $1,327 an ounce, silver up 5 cents at $19.70 an ounce. Now, metal market tomorrow, dollar tomorrow, folks, 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, That's when the Fed's going to come out with their statement. They started a 2-day meeting today. Statement tomorrow at 2 o'clock. That's going to rock the metals and the dollar. And bonds, actually. Platinum. Platinum up $8, trading at $1,093. You got copper flat at $2.22 a pound. Light sweet crude off 31 cents, $42.81 a barrel. The oil market, folks, has been going down. Wide price spread, accelerated volume. Looks like oil's going to try to get into that $41.58 level. Bonds, the 10-year note up 1 tick, 132.03. 30-year bond up 4 ticks, 171.22. Now both the 10 and the 30 today failed on price, failed on volume. What that specifically means is this, folks. We've been going down in the 10-year notes and the bonds for about a week and a half now. It tried to get higher, couldn't handle higher price, failed to hold price, had lighter volume. What does that mean? That means that it sets up that it wants to go back to the 24th of June, and that gives you about a 131 on the 10-year and a 165 on the 30. King dollar. King dollar down 176 ticks, 97.15. Now, King dollar continues to reject lower price with lighter volume. King dollar looks like it wants to run up to the 99 price point. We'll see whether they get 100. It's going to be pretty wild watching this Fed statement tomorrow because the statement on the rates structure is going to move these dollars. And it looks to me like the Fed is going to come out and say that they plan once again on moving the short-term rates in December. You know, I don't think they're going to move them. Something else will happen, but I think that they're going to put it in the statement. Rock the markets a bit. Euro. Euro's trading at $1.09, and the yen is at 104. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're hanging at the highs. You have light volume, but guess what? The SPY has a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. Price point, 218.90. That's 2 more points from where we are right now. Somehow, some way, I suspect we're going to get up and get into it. Now, the NDX, that's going to be a little bit harder to justify, but guess what? The NDX, as well as the NASDAQ Composite, also have confirmed ABC structures on the way up. The Qs are at $113.78. That structure says it wants to go to 121. We'll see whether it flies or not. The composite is trading. The composite's trading at a price point of 5,110. That is saying it wants to run to the 5,469. So it's quite a number. That's the bottom line on the way up. We will have Apple coming out with numbers at 4:30 this afternoon, which is a big deal, no doubt. A couple that just come out. Akamai just come out. Akamai closed at $58. It's trading at 53. Panera Bread got smoked all day long out here. That thing was down $9 intraday, and now it just took all that back after the close. That had closed at 207. It's trading at 216. So all it actually did do was get what it lost out here today. Illumina, ILMN. Illumina closed. ILMN, yes. So Illumina closed at 150. That's trading at 158. Yeah, and that don't touch that thing. That thing was one big dog. Let's go over to the gold contract. We take a look at gold. This is what we have with gold. We're rolling from the August contract to the December contract. So gold today goes up 30 cents. You do 192,000 contracts. Gold looks to me that, you know, this thing wants to get back into 1280. You know, we'll see how that shakes out. And what I do expect we're going to see is a monster movement out here tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Silver contract, same setup. Silver, the difference with silver is this. Silver can actually get down to like $18. That's bizarre, man, you know, because it took a long time for silver to get out of here, but guess what? That's what it looks like it's happening. And the culprit, let's go to the culprit. So the culprit is that good old King Dollar. King Dollar right now, you know, came off its lows. You know, the King Dollar was trading on the 23rd of June. It was down at $93. 24th, it goes topside to 96.70. That was Brexit. Pull back a little, but since Brexit, King Dollar wants higher price. And once it got over the swing point of $96.70, it's been hanging there. They've tried to bust it down more than a few times, like 8 or 9 times. It refuses to lower price. So someone's buying the dollar. The way this seems to be set up is that it wants to go into the downdraft that was out there from the 3rd of February. And that number is 98.91. You put this in a continuous contract, it's like, you get close to the $98, $99 level. There's no reason that when you look at the consolidation that we're actually been in, there's no reason that it can't get up into that whole, $100 level. We've been in the same consolidation now since February of 2015. And the highs of that consolidation are the $100 mark. The last time we get up there, we get to 99.75. That was in February of this year. So big numbers. APC, let's see. This is Anadarko Petroleum. That closed at $54.74. That is trading at $54.75, so there's not real big action there. The big action inside the NDX today, folks, was ADI is buying Linear Technology, LLTC. This happened intraday, which is very unusual, but bottom line, Linear Tech went from $48 to 64. Then they halted that stock. They halted ADI also. ADI Analog Devices are buying them for about $60. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed down 19. NASDAQ was up 12. S&P's up $1.50. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had a slew of numbers coming out for you. Buffalo Wild Wings, that closed at 147, and that's trading at 150 right now. Let's see what they have to say. So they earnings per share was $1.27. The revenue is $490 million. The $1.27 was 2 cents above. Same source sales, though, fell 2.6% at franchise restaurants. At company-owned restaurants, they fell 2.1%. Let's go see TWTR, good old Twitter. Twitter closed at $18.45. That's trading down at $16.84. Let's see what Twitter has to say. So Twitter's estimate, revenue estimate, was $312 million. They took in $313 million. Earnings per share estimate was 9 cents. They took in 13. So at first glance, the numbers are there, but guess what? Market is saying, see ya, don't want to be ya. ILMN, Illumina. This thing's been a dog, but let's see what it looks like. So Illumina is trading at $150, closed at 150, traded at 159 right now. And this equity, so this equity manufactures, markets, integrated systems for large-scale DNA. I see. Okay, cool. Okay, so numbers like Illumina go like this. The estimate was 73 cents. They made 86. Revenue estimate, $593 million. They made $600 million. This equity here, last time they come out with numbers, the equity had closed at $172 and it opened up at $132. So this is jumping into its gap. Hey, we'll see if we get any juice as it jumps into a gap. That's how that's shaking out. Akamai, AKAM. Let's see what Akamai is saying. Akamai closed at $58, trading 53. Put this up. All right, so this is going into a couple downdrafts. It was going into a vicious downdraft. You want to see how those kind of trend bounces can happen, folks. This was going into the downdraft. When it released its numbers in October, it went from 76 to 60. Monster volume, came back up with light volume. And numbers go like this on Akamai. The estimate was 64 cents. They made 64. Revenue estimate was $575 million. They made $572 million. So bottom line is that iRobot, RIRBT. I think this is that IRBT, that vacuum cleaner, right? Yeah, the iRobots. Okay, so this closed at $36.89. It's trading at 35, which is not the end of the world. So this has been consolidating for quite a while, like, for 2 years. Numbers go like this. Earnings, 11 cents was the estimate. They made 17. So they made their numbers, even though it's trading down. Revenue estimate was $148 million. 148.3, they made 148.7. So they made their numbers, but it's the forecast. Just as Dave said, the Twitter forecast is ugly, evidently. This forecast here is that they're saying the 2016 forecast will be at the lower end of their guidance that they had gave in the past. So coming up, what do we got, folks? Coming up, we got Apple. Apple's going to be coming out with numbers at 4:30. That is a big one. But bigger than Apple, folks, we got our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, back in the seat again. And, of course, don't forget, every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Andy's got an outstanding show right here at TFNN. Now, you can get all that programming right on your cell phone. Go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Andy's also got a great newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report. Come over to our website. You go to newsletters, go to trading newsletters. You can test drive the Technomental Commodity Report 30 days, absolutely free. Andy Heck, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great. Congratulations,
Good to be back.
man. I actually supposed to say, do I supposed to say best wishes? What do you say to guys?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It was great. It was great. It was really good.
I bet, man. Well,
it was lots of fun. Lots of fun. Trying to get my technology to work here today after being gone for 2 weeks, but it's certainly good to be back. And I guess the market's corrected a little bit on the commodities, but stock market's making new highs, but I guess it all changes tomorrow with the Fed, right?
it's, you know what, this one's a big one, Andy. And it's like, I'm trying to figure this out, you know. It looks to me like the dollar wants to go higher, and I'm saying to myself, okay, man, if the dollar wants to go higher, that means commodities go lower. And it's like, but at the same time, I have the S&P, not the S&P, the NASDAQ and an ABC up, so it's like that's not finished yet. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, man, something's gonna break here.
Something's gonna break. I can't see the Fed raising rates tomorrow. Can you?
No, I can't. But what I can see them saying is that inside. See, there's no press conference tomorrow. It's just a statement. So I can see them in the statement saying, hey, we're game on again for December. I can see them saying that, you know?
I could see them saying something like that.
And then they won't do it anyway because something else will happen.
The question is anyone going to believe them?
And then, exactly. I'm with you there. Yeah, right.
You know, hey, look, I'm looking at this gold chart. I can't put it up now because I'm having a little technological
I have one up, okay.
But it seems like it's getting a little oversold on the stochastic after it's come down a bit here.
Yeah, you know, I don't use stochastic, so I don't know. You know, my take is we're going a little bit lower, but that's, you know.
That's okay. I mean, listen, this thing could go.
Well, it's the first really correction we've had in 6 months, so it's, you know.
Right. Could very easily go to 1250, 1280.
Yeah, I'm looking at, you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking that it goes to the top of where it broke out of, right, basically, the 1280 level. That's what I'm kind of looking at, you know.
1280. Yeah. Silver could go to $18. No problem.
You know, the silver one is a wild one, man. I mean, when you were gone, you know, it finally took off, man. It finally took off, and it's like it just laid there for so long. But, man, when it took off, man.
Went up to over $21 and then came down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Now, you know, hey, we're sitting around 20. Platinum's hanging in there well. What I really like here is the intercommodity spreads between platinum and gold. That's come down to $222 discount platinum under gold from $345.
Okay.
So that's positive for the sector. And the silver gold ratio came down from 83 to 1 to 67 to 1. So I look at these as very positive.
Yeah, that came down quite a bit, man. That's
very, very positive for the whole sector. You know what I wanted to point out to you? I've been talking about cotton a lot.
Okay.
And cotton really blasted up over the last 2 weeks. If you could put up a cotton chart.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could get one up there.
I got it up. Look at that thing. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that thing rocketed up 74 cents. This is the highest level in like 2 years.
Really?
And, you know, inventories came down a little bit in cotton. And I think that has room. That could actually go 85 to 90 cents on this move.
I remember, when was it? I just remember when cotton went to the moon, man.
Yeah, 2011, $2.27 a pound.
Look at that. Yeah, I just put it up. Wow. That was a one-way trip.
Crazy, huh?
Here, stay right there with us, all right?
Sure.
So
Absolutely.
You stay right there too, folks, because we're coming back in 4 minutes, and we come back right at 4:30. That's when good old Apple is coming out with their numbers, and we'll see whether someone's going to take a bite out of Apple. Andy Heck, Tom O'Brien, we want to hear from you folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Coming right back. Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien, Andy Heck, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Let's see. So Apple closed at 96.67. It's trading right now at 100. You're up $4. Let's see what they're saying here. So Apple, this thing's going quick. There she goes. Whoa, come on, baby. Where are you? Okay, so the estimate was $1.39. They came in at 142. They sold 40 million iPhones. The estimate was 39.9 million. And we're at $101. That's not really enough juice either. That's not enough juice to do anything. Well, it'll put a little juice inside the NDX 100. But bottom line is Apple's been up into that $100 area quite a few times in the last 4 months. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Heck, folks. And, of course, right here every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6. Andy's got a great show, so you stay right there after my show's over. So, you know, these commodities, we haven't talked to you for a while, so you got to give me a rundown on what you're thinking here.
Yeah, oil seems to be, when we last spoke, I said I was really bothered by the products, the fact that the products weren't following through. Right. And oil's come down. I think, hey, maybe we'll take a look below $40. But certainly, in a range here, 40 to 50. Yeah. I don't see much upside in the oil here. The softs have calmed down a little bit. Coffee got up to like almost $1.55. We've come down to $1.41. Cotton has certainly exploded higher, as we spoke about. Sugar around the 20-cent level. Yeah. The grains. The weather has been good, so the grains have been coming off. They're good in terms of, another bumper crop. Yeah. Gold, silver, I think still bull markets, higher lows and higher highs. Right. No question. Right. Base metals are also strong. You have strength in nickel and tin and zinc. Copper has been a laggard, but it's been a laggard all year long because of these big stocks in China. So overall, the other one, natural gas. Let's see if we could look at natural gas. I don't know if you see my charts or not.
That that got off the lows, man. It finally did. I mean,
natural gas got up to $3, but it rejected that $3 level.
Yeah.
And now, kind of open interest is coming down, volume's coming down. No one really cares in natural gas right now because natural gas is, it's a seasonal commodity. Nothing going on here. And, I think, if we get back up there, it might draw some shorts in. Inventories, inventory injections remain pretty low compared to prior years.
Okay.
So nothing really special. I think we're kind of summer doldrums a little bit in commodities, but they are still a lot higher than they were earlier in the year, even with the dollar strong. And that's a bullish sign.
Yeah, well, I know, listen, this Fed statement tomorrow, it's going to be wild just to see where this whole thing shakes out. Because
it's going to be wild, no question. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with the stock market if they come out and say they're going to raise rates down the road. Stock market seems to be overly juiced to me.
Well, this is the thing. So picture, folks, is that how do they say that the things are bad when the stock market is at highs, when the employment rate is very low? It's like, oh, really? So what's really bad out here now?
Well, it's the way they measure employment. You still don't have the underemployed or the people who've dropped off the payrolls out in those figures.
I know, but you know what? Okay, so that number there, the thing that I think you really have to understand, folks, that number, and this has been happening. I remember all the gold bugs crying about this like 8-9 years ago, right? That the number's never right and all this. That number has to do with all these baby boomers going out of the force. It's like, that's going to happen. We're getting old, right? It's
right.
Like, okay,
right.
So that's gone. It's, it's kapoof,
Right. But also, the stock market's high because where else are you going to put money?
Oh, I know. Listen, there's no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
Listen, the earning multiples are on the CAPE ratio like almost 27 times earnings. This is historically high. Well, and with the dollar running higher, that's going to affect corporate earnings a little bit here. So you got to be a little cautious about the stocks.
Listen, so check this out. Inside that context, folks. Listen, I'm a metal bull. I think we're pulling back. I'm a metal bull. But inside that context, if you want to see some kind of wild numbers that, make you think a little, like Newmont, folks, okay, is trading at a 39 PE. It's like, really? It's like,
Well, yeah, I mean, but that's a gold stock. Gold stocks are kind of different than other stocks. But you look at like all the stocks in the S&P 500 and these, the higher dollar is going to affect earnings, I think, down the road. So you're a little juiced on stocks here. We started the year, we went down 11.5%.
Yeah.
Now we're crawling higher. Volatility is the name of the game. I don't expect this bull market to run forever in stocks. Look, the trend is your friend here. The trend is higher right now, but it's just lots of money saying, I don't want to be in the bank. I want to go somewhere to go to work. And stocks are just dragging it in.
Sure.
And that's, more buying. The more buying you have, the higher it goes.
Yeah. And
it's like musical chairs. Then the music stops.
Oh, listen, man. I think, so what had happened when you were gone, Andy, right? So the S&P did a small ABC up. We're almost done with it. 218.90 is my number, right? And we're 216.75. But then what ended up happening July 18th is that the NASDAQ and the NDX took out a swing point with volume. It's like, oh, my God, you got to be kidding me. So that projection for the Qs is 121.99. And we're at 113.79. It's like, how are you going to get there? Well, I can see that Apple's going to give us a hand tonight. It's probably going to be Facebook tomorrow and Google and Amazon on Thursday,
Right. So we'll get up there and then
that's
we'll
all
see.
she wrote, yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. Yeah. And then the Fed will say something and God knows what happens after that, right?
Well, I think we're going to get a lot of nice trading opportunities from what the Fed says versus what they do. Exactly. Because my take is that they're going to say that tomorrow, but guess what, folks? When you still look at these world rates, okay, we're at 1.55 on the 10-year. That's huge.
Huge.
Oh, okay, France is at 0.2%. Now you ask me or tell me why France can be at 0.2%. We're at 1.6. Italy can be at 1.2, and they don't have any money. They have go there. They got beautiful country.
Beautiful country, but they got nothing.
I know.
Their economy is in trouble. And listen, Europe is in trouble.
Oh, yeah.
In general.
Yeah,
you
right.
got the British leaving, you got terrorism, you got all kinds of stuff. You got domestic, you got Middle East. It's a mess there. And, the question is, where did the central banks go next? They're going to depend on politicians to make things better? Oh, good luck with that.
They're done. Yeah, seriously.
Good luck with the politicians making anything better. You think the politicians anywhere going to make anything better?
Nope, never have.
Hey, big presidential election. That's why I think the Fed can't do anything. I don't think they're going to raise rates going into this thing.
It's a great point about that is that I had brought this up this morning when on a morning show with Tommy and Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade, and it really, what happens, folks, is that they may say that they're going to go up in December. Then what ends up happening is that we're going to have a new president-elect in November. It's like, oh, really? So did any of these guys want to get... And I agree.
Oh, they're going to say we have to wait till the inauguration.
Exactly.
That brings you to February.
Right. It's right. And actually, when we look... So watch this. When I bring up the Fed funds rate... look at February, still only 48% chance.
Exactly.
It's March, 54.
Crazy.
Okay, man. Well, listen, welcome back. We look forward to the show at 5 o'clock, man.
Thanks so much, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back. The Apple's trading up like $5 right now. Be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to Apple and take a look at Apple. So Apple closed at $96.67. It's trading at 101.80. And if we take a look at that, what you're going to see, it's going to need more than that, folks. The last swing highs up here, $100.73 and $101. $101. That was laid out here on the 21st. It's coming into the gap down when it came out with those last numbers in April. That being said, let's see what Apple has to say. Okay, Apple reported, well, this could be interesting because this is starting off saying they're reporting. Okay, let me go through it. Apple reported lower sales and forecast for the third straight quarterly revenue drop, dragged down by slowing demand for iPhones amid a lackluster global smartphone market. Fourth quarter revenue will be $45.5 billion to $47.5 billion. Analysts has estimated 45.5, so that's kind of where it was. A year earlier, they were at 51.5. Their gross margin for the year, which ends this September, is 37.5% to 38%. Fiscal third quarter revenue fell 15% to $42.4 billion. Analysts has estimated a $42.1 billion. The drop marked the first back-to-back quarterly sales decline since 2002, according to Bloomberg data. Revenue from the Greater China slumped 33%. iPhone sales for the quarter fell 15% from a year earlier to 40 million. Still, that exceeded the average estimate of 39.9 million. With iPhone accounting for almost two-thirds of the sales, Apple has felt the brunt of the slowdown in the global smartphone market. This has been made worse by the deterioration in China, where consumers are choosing cheaper handsets. Bottom line is that we'll see if in fact that price can hold. But yeah, in other words, as and Mr. Bill said in the den, they beat lower estimates. But bottom line is that now it's a company that's streaking, not going up. Now, that being said, we're talking about this ABC structure on the way up. It's like, how are you going to get there? Well, the Qs closed at 113.79. They are trading 114.33. So now you're only 6 points away from that ABC structure on the way up of that 121.99. After the close tomorrow night, we're going to have Facebook. Well, we're going to have a lot more than that, but the bigger players inside the NDX 100. Facebook is going to be tomorrow night, 4 o'clock. On Thursday night, Google is at 4 o'clock. Amazon is at 4:01. So lots of action out here. On Thursday also, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, if you want to go to a great workshop, I'm going to be doing one. It's going to be Thursday from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. Now, this workshop is for my Market Insight subscribers. You can be one right now for free. You can test drive Market Insights for a full month, 30 days, absolutely free. That's $169 value. You're going to get my book, The Art of Timing the Trade, which is $88. We'll send that to you for free. And you get the Tiger's Den, which is another $40 for free. So that whole promotion, we started it Monday. It's over Thursday. You do the workshop Thursday night. Now, if you can't make the workshop live, so the workshop, what it's going to be about? Well, what it's going to be about is that the earnings are out, the Fed's out. Now, what's the next trade? And what we're going to, so because Apple was tonight, Facebook tomorrow, Amazon, Google, the Fed tomorrow, 2 o'clock. So what we're going to be talking about is that I suspect the Fed is going to move the dollar in metals. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about interest rates. What does that do to the housing market, markets in general? Will Brexit actually have an effect on the markets? What type of effect? What type of option strategies could you use coming into the fall? And what sectors do I think are going to move coming into the fall? Because the bottom line is that once this Thursday comes around, it's going to be pretty cool. You have the Fed out of the way, you have the big stocks out of the way, and then guess what? What we do come into, what we are in right now, it's actually hurricane season. So it's going to be intriguing to see, number one, how does the NDX react when it gets up to those highs. Because when I look at Facebook, Facebook, bottom line, Apple up $4, that's one thing. Facebook, folks, Facebook has been pushing highs and the volume has been pretty good. Facebook can really get up there. Now, Google, on the other hand, it's like, okay, it looks to me like, Google can basically, pull back a few bucks. Nothing heavy, can pull back a few bucks. Then Amazon's the wild card. Amazon, no doubt, is the wild card extraordinaire. Amazon has the capability of gapping up or down like $100 in a heartbeat. And what happens with Amazon is this, is that with Amazon, if Jeff Bezos spent more money and growing, guess what? Bottom line, that's when it likes to gap down. If he pulled back just a bit, his cash flow is so huge that bottom line, he can bring as much as he wants now to the bottom line. That's how this shakes out, which is pretty amazing. Because when you take a look at the aspect of how he has grown, that company's grown, it's like he's growing at a clip of 22% in the United States, another 10% internationally. He's growing at 33%. And you're talking about growing $1 billion asset. Well, not assets, worth more than $1 billion. His sales in 2015 was $107 billion. This year, they're expected to be $134 billion. Next year, $162 billion. Now, check this out. When you take a look at where we are this year, he is doing one half in 90 days. He's doing one half of the sales that he was doing in 6 months in 2012. So you're talking about just monster numbers. Let's get to Rich in Oregon. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call.
Sure, how you been?
Pretty good. Just was watching the IBB, and I'm wondering what you're seeing with it based on what happened yesterday to Gilead. I know it kind of...
Yeah, today you mean, right? To Gilead, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Correct. And then Illumina reported, and I don't know whether to believe their numbers, but Gilead certainly did not react well.
No, it didn't. So what you had is this. The IBB was flat out here today. Gilead was down about $6. G-I-L-D. Where are you? Gee, I'm typing too fast. That's a new one. Okay. Seriously. Yeah, it was down. Okay, so this is down $7.50. Which Gilead is a large part of the IBB, but guess what? It really didn't do any damage to it. I think the IBB is ready to turn. I mean, if you're selling it, I'd let it get up to the swing highs first. We're getting close, man. You're at 180. 280. It looks like this 289 wants to get tested.
Okay.
So I'd let it get up.
I was actually looking to short it.
That's what I said. That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's probably.
And as far as vehicles, there's the LABD, which is the Direxion 3x S&P Biotech Bear, versus the ZBIO, which is the ProShares Ultra Pro, NASDAQ Biotech.
Yeah, no,
which vehicle really?
Stay right there. No, there's no. You stay right there. We're going to talk about it as soon as we get back. This is Tom O'Brien. We got Rich from Oregon, folks. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with Rich Morgan. We're talking about the IBB. In particular, we're talking about he is looking to maybe go short this. And so we're talking also about the direction 300% inverse correlation. Now, that's the LABD. What was the second one you were asking? Is that a 200 or 300% on the pro share?
I think it's a 200%.
Okay.
Zebra, B, boy, I, O.
Okay, ZBIO. So in that aspect, it just depends whether you want to leverage 2 to 3. I mean, they're both good. You know what I'm saying? It really has to do with what is that leverage you're looking for. That being said, bottom line is that, this baby looks to me like it wants to get up to that swing point, and we're right next to it. We're 280.29, and it's 289, and we know in the biotech's 9 points is not a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So Lumina is going to come in with 8 points tomorrow, and that may add some. Well, it will add some juice in it. It will all depend on what the higher weighting structures does. So Illumina is a 4% weighting structure inside there, and what's interesting is this. And this is always something you want to wrap your head around, folks, in this. Rich was just talking about, now he's just talking about Gilead. Gilead got killed today. Gilead was down at $7.50 with volume, right? And that's one of the largest weighting structures inside the biotech. It's 7.9%. Now, that being said, that's why you want to go through these, because that's saying that the rest of these biotechs are still strong. You know what I'm saying? Because the IBB was only down 1.9%. So it's like, Amgen. What I do if I go long or short these, see Amgen has just gone from $145 to $167. BIIB. I go through each one of them, Rich. That's what I do.
Okay.
Now this is cool. So check this out. So Biogen just did 100% move remove. We're at 287. Now this was at 292, folks, in June, and then it went straight down to 229. And that's why many traders like to trade the IBB, folks, okay? Now, this is coming out with numbers on the 21st, so that's pretty cool. And what I would do, I would line this up, Rich, also for that test, because this is the Biogen, folks, is the first stock that came off the highs in the whole biotech industry. It was $480 stock in March, and it just got toasted. It was the first one that gapped down, did all the above. So that's a great one to always keep watching.
Okay, Tom.
Okay, man.
I appreciate it.
Have a
Thanks again.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, of course, folks, you stay right there, folks, because our man, Mr. Andy Heck, is going to be coming up and give you a great education on commodities, as he does every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget about the workshop I'm going to be doing Thursday night. If you want a great workshop, you want to get the daily newsletter free for a month, my book, Come in the Tiger's Den. We got a great trading room. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. You got today, tomorrow, and Thursday to sign up. Bottom line is at 2 o'clock tomorrow. And don't forget, folks, we start live programming here, market programming, every trading day at 8 o'clock in the morning. You want great programming? Want to know what's going on in the marketplace? Our man John Logan kicks us off 8 o'clock in the morning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, Nico and Paige have a great health show. You want to stay healthy? Tune us in at 7 o'clock in the morning. And it goes all the way to 5 in the afternoon, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Thursday, we go to 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you do enjoy the programming, folks, please tell 3 people. We really appreciate it. You've done a great job, and we really do appreciate it. And always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life. Visualize it, step into it, take ownership of it, fly with it. Why not, folks? Yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing, man? Let's go have some fun. Wow! Go get them, folks.